Eating disorders are far more prevalent than you may think. 10 million women and 1 million men suffer from anorexia or bulimia. Millions more suffer from binge eating disorders. The only way to change this is through education and early detection. And that's what National Eating Disorders Awareness Week is all about. Dr. Vicki Berkus joins us now to talk about eating disorders, cultural factors, and the serious risks of dieting. Welcome to Daytime.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
You know, when you hear the word dieting, you don't often associate the serious risks associated with it, because it seems like everybody's on a diet, and everywhere we look, we're being told how we have to lose 5, 10, 15 pounds.
And I hate the word diet. Look at the first 3 letters.
Die.
Yeah. So that's the first thing we'll do with people, is say that's not what we're about. The people that are in the trenches helping patients with eating disorders try to get that word out of the treatment plan.
Well, let's talk about treatment plans. Are there many out there?
There are, but it's so hard for a family who haven't had the connections to understand who to talk to, where to go, and let's face it, the patients don't come skipping into treatment centers.
No.
Their biggest fear is that we're going to make them get fat. And so to build that trust is so hard. And it takes their peers in the trenches with them, in treatment, to help them through one of the scariest things they've ever done in their lives.
Is an eating disorder a physical or a mental disorder?
It's a combination. The problem is, if you starve your brain, you can't think. And so what happens is, and we call the eating disorder Ed. We refer to them as a person because that's who their major relationship is with. And if you have a major relationship going on with Ed, you don't have time for your family, for school, for anything else going on. This is an ongoing, unrelenting, pervasive change in thought that doesn't let up. And when Ed grabs hold of someone, it takes a team to really fight him.
What are the warning signs? There are a lot of parents out there who are watching who might not know that this is going on with their son or daughter. So what should they be watching for?
Okay, there is a lot of secrecy because there's so much shame and guilt. And the last thing we want to do is give these patients more rules. At Fairwinds, where I work, we have an inpatient treatment setting, we have a partial treatment setting where they go home at night, and we have an intense outpatient setting. And what the patients' parents come and tell us is that, oh my God, what kind of parents were we? We didn't know. And that's because of the secrecy and the shame and the guilt. So what they should look for is, again, a withdrawing. Because a lot of times if someone's restricting, you'll watch them at a meal sort of playing with food, or they'll say they're busy or they have to be somewhere else during a normal meal time. And you'll find that they start to wear baggier clothes. They don't want anybody to see that they are losing weight because they hate their bodies. And that hate is so profound that I've had patients say to me, Dr. Berkus, don't even look at me. I don't even deserve to be looked at.
That's shocking and scary. And unfortunately, some people think, well, just tell them, eat, or sit there and force them to eat. And that is not going to fix the problem, right?
It's not. And you know, my heart goes out to especially the dads, because men are used to fixing things. And if there's a problem, they want to fix it and move on. And by telling their son or their daughter, just eat, is not going to fix the problem.
I mentioned in the lead cultural factors involved in this. What are some of the cultural factors with eating disorders? Well,
a lot of times, based on the culture, there's a lot of cultural traditions around food. The old, if you love me, eat it, or if you're sick, eat something. And whether you're Italian or Jewish or whatever, there are so many customs associated with food and eating. And I've had patients say to me, Dr. Berkus, I can't go back and live home because that's all my family talks about. And they don't understand that I can't listen to it right now.
So obviously, if you think that you might have a problem in your family, get them to a professional immediately, right?
Immediately. I don't care if they go to the web. And the International Association of Eating Disorder Professionals, I know it's a big word, IAEDP.com.
We'll put that link on our website for sure.
They have a number to call to find a local professional. Fairwinds. They can call Fairwinds in Clearwater. We'll be glad to refer them and get them help.
Okay. Well, Dr. Vicki Berkus, I know this is a big topic, but again, we'll put those links on our website, daytimeonline.tv. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Daytime.